My name is Tom and I'm an alcoholic. In an effort to improve outreach to members in the armed services who may be struggling with an alcohol problem, we're collecting interviews from current AA members serving in the U.S. and Canadian Armed Forces to share the experience and strength and hope they have found in Alcoholics Anonymous.
My name's Cameron. I'm a Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy. I'm an air traffic controller in the Navy by trade. I've been in for 20 years now. I'm a recovered alcoholic and member of Alcoholics Anonymous. I've not had a drink of alcohol since May 4th, 2020. I hope that by sharing a bit of my story in this audio, I might help someone just like I was back then who knows there's a problem and is trying to figure out what to do about it. I started drinking pretty early on. I was 16 years old when I started drinking, and it was a problem from the start. I joined the military right out of high school. I joined in 2002. I've served in South Texas, in Virginia, in Hawaii, in Greece, in Washington twice. Getting and staying sober in AA has completely changed my career for the better. From the very first time that I drank, it wasn't ever just one. Whenever I drank, it was off to the races. I had many. I made myself sick. I did very silly and stupid things that I would never do sober. But I saw everybody else around me drinking, and I thought it was normal. I joined the Navy right out of high school because I didn't really have any other plans. Looking back now, I can see how my desire to drink kind of overrid anything else in life, aspirations, making plans. I joined the Navy and I was surrounded by others, work hard, play hard. And at first it was the camaraderie, and it was us getting together for a few drinks, blowing off some steam. In the aviation rate, a lot of us have rules and regulations around drinking, and that just pushed my binge drinking. I had the 12-hour rule. I had to be ready for duty, which I was until the end, and I wasn't. But we all got together with the same common purpose of work is over, it's time to get messed up. And that just slowly, it was very slowly for me. And even when I went back and talked with some people about it, they're like, oh, we never realized it was that bad. And I said, yeah, I never did either until it was. I tried it all. I tried to only have two. I tried to only drink at home. I tried to only drink with certain people. I tried to not drink on work nights. I tried my favorite story is where I was only going to drink one type of liquor, and then I drank that entire bottle of that one type of liquor. Almost all the difficulties I had in life, drinking played a part in, and I couldn't see it at the time because all I was focused on was drinking. If I was drinking, I was happy. The inability to really connect and to be a part of my unit and organization was because all I wanted to do was drink, and it just didn't allow me to fully, feel a part of, because I was just searching to fill that emptiness in my life. My first DRB, my first disciplinary review board in the Navy, I was 20 years old. The desire to not ruin somebody's career sometimes overrides the ability to help somebody. So that was the first time that I was sent to, they called it prevent at the time, and it was a week-long class, and I lied because that's what I did as an alcoholic. And I sat my week in the class. I actually didn't drink that week, but I remember graduation on Friday was celebrated with a keg party when I got back to my city. Fast forward 16 years, and I'm having the same conversation with my facility officer at the time. And he told me, he said, I know what's going on. Either you can get it under control or I can. But if you call out on one more Friday or one more Monday, I'm personally going to walk you over to the clinic and have a fit for duty done. And that's when, I had made it to management. I had made it. I had arrived. I'd done all these things that I worked towards. And here my boss is still telling me, get your stuff together. or you're going to, be facing problems. I wasn't just having problems at work. I was having problems at home with my wife. My wife told me, I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm not going to watch you drink yourself to death. She said, I'm not giving you an ultimatum. I'm not telling you what to do. She was a very good participant of Al-Anon. She said, but I cannot watch you do this. So that was the first time that I called for help. I called Military One Source. They offer free counseling, free 12 sessions. And of course, I lied to them. I told them I was having a hard time dealing with stress, which I was, because I couldn't stop drinking. I was stressed out. So Military One Source got me into a counselor. And after 30 minutes, she asked me if I'd ever been to an AA meeting. I said, no, why would I go to an AA meeting? I'm not an alcoholic. She said, have you ever read the Big Book? I said, no, what is that? She said, okay. And I hadn't even said anything about I'm here because I have a problem with alcohol. I was just talking to her about my life. And she said, what if we don't drink for a while? And I'm like, what's a while? Okay, like a month. Sure, I'll go a month without drinking to get these people off my back. And she said, what if you don't drink for a year? And I about fell out of my chair. I said, a year? What do you? It's like, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't have this problem. Like, I just need to get this under control. And that is what got me to my first AA meeting. So it was a voluntary decision by referral from a mental health specialist, but it wasn't directly from the military, just because I was so worried about, all my job. I went to AA to fix my drinking. I wasn't aware of actually what AA was. I realized how different I was in the way that I drank, in the fact that I never stopped. So we would go to command functions and we would have a couple shots together and we would have a couple beers. I would go home and I would drink until I passed out. The physical aspects are the first thing to change. The yellowness started to disappear from my skin. The light started to come back to my eyes. I was able to have real conversations. The evals the people that I was responsible for were coming to me again. The ones that I was close with and I felt comfortable in confiding in knew what had changed. And the ones that didn't said, I'm not sure what's going on, but keep it up. We like this new chief. We like this new LCPO. I like this new peer. And then the ones that knew just did whatever they could to support. I'm just so grateful that I can show up every day as a sober alcoholic and fulfill my duties fully, because I wasn't able to do that before. And I am so grateful now that I know that I'm never alone. The things that we go through, there's not a lot of people that will understand in regards to our military service, but also in regards to our relationship with alcoholism. There is help out there. You will not be the first active duty military member to walk into an AA meeting, and God willing, if you do go, you will not be the last. The things that we have done in our past, it's okay. We do recover, and there is another way, and to me, a better way of living in not being tied to alcohol.
Cameron, thank you for sharing your experience, strength, and hope with us today.
The views and opinions expressed during this podcast are those of the individuals. No one person speaks for AA as a whole. For more information about AA, please visit our website at aa.org. To find a meeting near you or a meeting online, download the Meeting Guide app on your mobile device.